first question. You were part of the band Vinny Vegas. How did you guys come to form a band, and how long have you been playing together?
The band pre-existed before I joined the band. It was started by the lead singer Scott and the drummer Jason. A few years ago, I joined the band after the band had been together for about 2 years. I got hooked up with them through a website called Craigslist. They'd had an ad posted where they were like looking for a keyboard player, and it happened to be right at a time where I didn't have any music going on for whatever reason. Like all the bands I was in, like everything had just fizzled down, and so that's how I ended up on Craigslist. And they had a bunch of gigs booked and needed someone that could like learn the material and kind of like get on the road and go with them, you know. So yeah, I responded, you know, emailed back and forth a couple times, went to a rehearsal and hit it off, and I've been with them ever since. That was about 4 years ago now. So yep, I think that's it.
Try to describe each of your fellow band members in less than 5 words.
In less than 5 words. Oh man. All right, Scott, who's the singer. We're gonna go with talented, clever, freak between the sheets. Yep. Jason, let's go drums, sexy, drums. Yeah, let's do that. Earl, we're gonna call him, let's see, 5 words, 6 words, 4 to 5 words. Guitar playing, bootylicious mother lover. Travis on bass is witty, charming. I want to make a slap at the bass. Yes man, is that Yes Man? I Love You Man reference? It doesn't matter. Witty, charming, clever, and awesome sauce.
Recently, Tom York of Radiohead has shared your 15-step cover on his Facebook. Where were you when you found out, and what was your initial reaction?
Well, I was actually here in the studio. I was recording a friend of mine. His name is Ray. Yeah, I was like in the middle of a session, and I have my YouTube account attached to my phone, so every time someone leaves a comment or subscribes, I get an email to my phone. And my phone was on silent, but I was still facing up while Ray was recording. So it kept lighting up, like, you know, as though new things were popping up. And so the session was like winding down, and I picked up my phone and looked at it, and I saw that it had like 18 messages from YouTube, and I was like, what's going on? I thought maybe a fight had broken out on there or something, I don't know. So I got on my laptop to check the comments just to see, because I could see it was like comments or whatever. And the first comment I saw was, Tom York's Facebook page brought me here. And I was like, no. And the comment underneath it was like, yeah, he posted it 2 hours ago. I was like, no, really? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I sat there and just looked at the screen for a few minutes. And then I like ran upstairs because like I don't know, my nerves just got to me. And I ran upstairs to call my sister. I was like, Skills, that's what I call my little sister, it's her nickname. I was like, Skills, I need you to look up Tom York's Facebook page. I think he posted my video from his page. And she was like, I have no clue what you just said at all. You said that way too fast. I'm just like, so I said it again, and she was like, really? I was like, I don't know. So I need you to find the page. So something's wrong with her phone, so she used my phone. She searched it, and then her face like lit up, and I was like, is it there? And she like turned the phone facing me, and I saw it, and I was like, oh no, oh my goodness. And then it was over. Then it was like my legs were shaking, and all of a sudden I had to pee like really badly. But it wasn't like I had to pee the whole time, and it just got, you know, worse in increments. Like I didn't have to pee, and then it was like had to pee, like had to go right now. And yeah, I mean, my heart was just pounding out of my chest. But the craziest part about it was not just the fact that it was up there, but it was the fact that the reaction got so drastic so quickly. Because my phone just kept going, emails, more emails, more emails, and then the actual post on Facebook, the likes kept going up. When we first saw it, it was at 1,000 likes and maybe like 40 comments, but then within about half an hour, it was up to like 1,500 likes, and then 2 hours later, it was at like 2,500 likes. Like it was just like going and going. So we were just like sitting there, watching this unfold, like, and all the comments just started pouring in, and people started friend requesting me on Facebook, and it was just amazing. It was just amazing, and I was just overwhelmed. I don't think I could find a word or an adjective really to adequately describe the emotion, but it was very, very humbling and very awesome.
Your username on Twitter and YouTube is IamAhYell. What does that name come from?
IamAhYell is actually my initials, just kind of spelled out. My name is Aaron Emmanuel Lee, so my initials are AEL. So if you were to just pronounce that, to me it sounds like IamAhYell. So just spelled that out, AHYELL. So IamAhYell. That's where that comes from.
Apart from doing mind-blowing covers, you mostly write your own songs. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
I draw my inspiration from, I want to say within. That's what I'm inclined to say. I've heard of other writers that draw their inspiration from the world around them, from their family and friends, from talking to people, and they kind of gather it as data or intel, and then, you know, write these songs and kind of put it back out. Whereas for me, I kind of write from just whatever is stirring inside of me, and a lot of times lyrically, I write things in a very abstract way, and so sometimes I don't even completely understand what I'm talking about or what place emotionally it's coming from inside of me until a week later, a month later, or 2 months later sometimes, where something happens and it triggers in my natural stream of consciousness, the lyrics kind of like come back around to me. And it's like, oh, okay, and it makes sense. So it's actually a very weird connection there for me in terms of writing. But yeah, I guess that's where it comes from.
What are some of your favorite musicians / bands that you like to listen to or that have influenced you the most?
Definitely, hands down, Michael Jackson is my favorite artist. Yeah, that's happening. Michael Jackson, Prince, definitely my favorite artist. I'm not sure if there's much influence within my own music of those two artists, but they're definitely 80% of the time what I'm listening to. Then also Radiohead. There's a big surprise. A young lady by the name of Imogen Heap, a band called Incubus. In terms of influence, James Blake, Stateless, Hans Zimmer, Weirdness. I don't know if Weirdness is an artist, but so yeah, that's all I have for that.
What do your plans for the future look like? What's your big life goal?
Life goal. At one point in life, I would have said to do as much music as I possibly could. Kind of whenever, wherever, whatever kind of music, it didn't even matter. But as I've grown and the more music that I've done, and I feel very blessed and very fortunate to have been able to do music on lots of different levels. Performed classically in college with the 100-voice choir in symphony halls behind 80, 90-piece orchestras. But then also doing the rock band thing now, where I'm sleeping on floors in people's basements. Done just all different types of things musically. I'm growing into a much more focused kind of thing, where maybe not just any and everything musically. I still would love to do some film scoring. I would still love to do some musical theater. I did some of that in college as well. So still music, still lots and lots and lots of music, and hopefully to reach as many people as are willing to listen. But after that, I want to give it back. I want to teach lessons, give away my equipment, give away my ideas, my methods, whatever, if anyone's interested in any of it.
But not too soon.
Not too soon.
What's one emotion you wish you were better able to control, if any?
it would probably be fear or insecurity or doubt, but to me they're all kind of grouped together. But they kind of just plague me. And that emotion is always trying to convince me to stop doing what I'm doing, to give up on my dreams or whatever, to tell me I'm never going to be good enough or really actually amount to anything. You'd think that would be something that would be coming from outside, that other people have said it and is affecting, but it starts from within. It's something that I battle with myself. But on the flip side of that, there is great purpose in our light and our dark. And I feel like without that side of me, there might be something that I could lack musically from what I do and what I experience when I'm playing music or singing. So I guess I'll just throw that little tail in there.
Name 5 non-physical traits that you find attractive in another person.
Let's go with intelligence. Like people that have their own mind about things, are putting their mind to the task, have something to say, have some thoughts, have some feelings, emotions about things. Let's get into it. Let's argue about the issues, the human condition. So that's one. A willingness or eagerness to grow is extremely important. People that are complacent, that kind of shrug things off like, well, this is just who I am or how I am, and this is how I will be. I can't really do anything with you because that's the exact opposite of who I am. I am an organism, always first, that is ever evolving and changing and growing. And I like to surround myself with people that are kind of the same, that are on this journey, because we can bounce ideas back and forth. Let's see. So let's go with that, and then we said non-physical traits, right? Is that what we said?
Non-physical.
It's hard.
If we need to fudge it from 5 to like some
Those, I mean, honestly, that's really all I have. Is those are the main things. I would say being tolerant and or understanding that there are people that are different than you, than the way that you think, than what you believe, than the faith that you claim. That is also extremely important to me, to just be accepting, be loving of other people in the world around you. If you are very cynical, very negative, or you want to talk about everyone and everything all the time, again, it's one of those things that's a huge turnoff, and my spirit's probably not going to vibe with yours too well. And that's about it, because other than that, at that point, it doesn't matter what you look like. We're probably going to be very best friends. If you play an instrument or do anything artsy, photography, dancing, any of that makes life even better. But if not, I can find the art in anything, in mechanics talking about cars and gardeners talking about trees. Like it's all good to me.
Okay. What's a realization you wish you had sooner in life?
I'm going to get a little personal here. My father passed a few years ago, and when dealing with grief, you go through just this crazy array of emotions, obviously. And I remember lying awake at night, many nights, thinking, feeling, wishing that I had been a better son to him, that I was a better son to my father, because, especially as an adolescent, as a teenager, all you're thinking about is yourself. Maybe that's just the way life is, but that's who I was as well. And I don't think I gave enough credit to how I was affecting him. He's a man. He was just a person, a human being, just like everyone else. Not made of stone and not unaffected by what I was doing or not doing and how I was doing it. So my realization is that of the profound effect that our actions have not only on other people, but even to ourselves. Because looking back at his life and the part of my life that he was in, I affected him, he affected me, and even my own actions, now sit with me in a peculiar way. And it has caused me to treat people differently since then. But it's something that you don't know until you know. So.
What's a perfect day in the life of Aaron Emmanuel look like?
Oh, this one's easy. I got this one. Let's see. We're gonna wake up at some point. That would be a good start. We're gonna turn on all the equipment. We're going to pick up some instruments and we're going to play. And then we're going to play some more. And then we're going to stop, we're going to get some food. Then we're going to go back to playing the instruments. And then we're going to go probably gallivanting about the town. And then we're going to go back home and play some more music. And then, yeah, that's it. That's really all I wanted to do. So, it's good with me.
Can we get a final statement that you want to leave us with today?
Love, peace, and hair grease.
That works.
Final statement is thank you to Gabriella, and I apologize for not pronouncing your name correctly. And to everyone else who might be watching this, I appreciate your support and your love. Feel free to hit me up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. And let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is IamAhYell. That's IamAhYell. I'm on Instagram. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And at Facebook, Aaron.Emmanuel.10.